speedrun.
Thank you so much, Cool Cat, and hello everyone! I am Musical Daredevil, and I am very excited to be running Skyrim Glitchless Main Quest for you all. This is a run that I actually learned fairly recently, and I will warn you all in advance, I have not had any time to practice it here on site because I've been so busy doing other things here at VGMCon, so hopefully this run's not a disaster, but I'm sure we'll all have fun at the very least. Yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. I do have one co-commentator with me. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm the Flying Marlin. I have never run Skyrim, but I have put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into the game, so I know a couple things about the lore, so I might be able to chime in with a few bits of context.
Just a couple things. We've had so many Discord DMs about Elder Scrolls lore. It's amazing. So anyway, one thing I want to say is that normally I would start with a save after the whole opening cutscene bit, but unfortunately it seems this computer didn't like that save, so we're going to get to watch the whole opening cutscene. So I hope you all are ready to finally be awake. I was going to get going with that. Time has not started yet. Time is going to start a little while from now, after we create our character and I get full character control. So yeah, in the meantime, we get a very, very scenic cutscene where we're going to ride through the mountains on a cart. I'm sure any of you who have seen Skyrim have seen this cutscene before. Nothing very new. Yep. So, Cool Cat, do you happen to have anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug?
Well, I guess we go ahead and just say why we're here. We're here with the Midwest Speedfest 2024. This is a charity speedrun marathon live from VGM Con, Sunshine Resort near Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're going to be here for the next tonight and the next 2 other days after that, all raising money for P Fund Foundation. That is going to be supporting the P Fund Foundation Transcend campaign. The Transcend campaign is raising funds for distribution to partners across the upper Midwest, doing on-the-ground work to protect and assist trans, non-binary, and gender-expansive youth and adults. Examples of how to fund these will include covering tuition costs for remote schools that are welcoming to all gender identities in case where student local districts are not safe places for trans and queer youth, and sponsoring queer gatherings across the upper Midwest. Over a dozen LGBTQ plus people in South Dakota, Iowa, and North Dakota told PFund that the first time they felt sponsor as a queer person in the upper Midwest was at the queer gathering, which is really cool. So yeah, we're going to be doing all this for that. It's going to be great. And, I still have more time to kill.
You've got a lot.
I've got a lot of time. I've got so much time to kill. I guess we could also talk about the incentives still. Again, give us the money for that. We would love to have more of your donations go. Speaking of which, from Dark Painted Ruse, go Musical Daredevil go with a $25 donation.
Thank you so much.
Also, I think we just got this in. Wow, we had a lot of donations here. The next few things here. I think people liked Bluey so much that we had an anonymous donator say "bark bark" for $50. Let's go.
Hooray.
And then, we had Sex Rex with a $5 donation that says, let's go Bergie. So,
Bergie.
So we'll have that there. And I think with those donations, the totals have changed for the incentives. I'm going to take a quick peek here. And, of course, we're still riding the buggy here. Let's see, of our Bluey. Nope, that's still... Oh, I have to refresh it. That's right. Okay, so now we have a change. So with the Bluey donation incentive, Dad has now taken the lead with $16. So if you want Bingo to still get some money for that run later, let's go Bingo.
Come on, let's go Bingo!
There we go. I'll pass it back.
All right. So, since probably not everyone has seen Skyrim, since it's only been released, 6 times in the past decade or so. Basically, the backstory is that we were trying to cross the border out of Skyrim because there's a civil war going on. And unfortunately, it seems that we were captured by one of the factions in the Civil War, the Imperials, because they seem to think we are with the Nords, who are the other side in the Civil War. And so they have captured us, and we are all set to be executed in a bid to end this war. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to turn out for us. I will give a minor content warning. You will be seeing an execution on stream, so there will be a bit of gore. So if you don't want to see that, I will let you know when you are good to look back. But in the meantime, that person who they actually just called up there is the head of the Nords, and I keep getting the names confused. That's not Balkarov. That is, Marlon, help me out here.
Ulfric Stormcloak.
Ulfric Stormcloak. I'm going to give a major face bump. I should know this, but of course I am very nervous. But yeah, so bit of a quirk here. Yeah, that's just some random dude who also got caught up in this. Imperials are a bit ruthless with this, but yeah, he was a horse thief. So yeah, they called us up. We're not on the list. Bit awkward. And this is how they choose character generation. Now, I'm going to pick High Elf for my race. The reason why is because the way the creation engine seems to work is that if your race is taller, then you go slightly faster as your character. So I pick High Elf because High Elf is actually the tallest race. So that does make us go ever so slightly faster. And over the course of an hour-and-a-half run, at least that's how long it takes me to finish this, that adds up to quite a bit, especially with all the running we are going to do. Now, another third party that they just mentioned in this cutscene is the Thalmor. The Thalmor and the Imperials. So the Thalmor actually defeated the Imperials, and so the Imperials are kind of a vassal state of the Thalmor. And I'm a High Elf who is one of the races involved with Thalmor, so they were just kind of as shocked as I was that we were kind of here at this execution. So anyway, Ulfric Stormcloak, that is General Tullius, who's in charge of the Imperials here in Skyrim, trying to put down this rebellion by the Nords. He's now giving a big epic speech to Jarl Ulfric. So we'll end up seeing what happens. And we have just heard a very mysterious noise, so we're not quite sure what's about to happen here.
Yes, General Tullius. Give them their last rites.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the
I'm going to make just one small correction earlier. The anonymous donation actually was for $50 from a, I'm going to double check the name, USS_funtime. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that donation.
All right. Again, content warning, you are about to see an execution on stream. I tried to avoid this with the save, but unfortunately didn't work on this computer. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty
that
brutal.
That just happened. Execution is over, so if you were looking away, you can look back now.
As fearless in death as it was in life.
Next, the High Elf.
So they've now called our name. Now we're hearing this mysterious noise again.
Did you hear that?
Actually, they didn't call our name. They called our race.
To the block, prisoner.
But so now here we go to the execution block. Thank you so much for having me do the Skyrim run, everyone. I guess this is the end for me. So yeah. And wait, what's that?
Sentries. What do you see?
It's in the clouds.
Oh my God, is that a dragon?
It's a dragon!
Right?
But I thought they were defeated thousands of years ago. Why is one here? Yeah. So wait, so you will start time momentarily. And start the timer. All right, here we go. So first thing I have to do is this Alduin jump here. I'm going to quick save. Wait a minute. Game, are we going to have to watch this cutscene again?
Oh, no.
Are we going to have to watch the opening cutscene again? I pressed the quick save button and it put me back there. That is, oh boy. That is extremely annoying. Yeah, I think we might have to watch the whole opening cutscene again. I am so sorry, everybody. That was very bizarre.
Let's go ahead and make some noise for the opening cutscene.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Really weird.
Now, there is something I might be able to do. I might be able to save earlier than I did. But yeah, we're going to have to watch all of this again now because Skyrim decided to put me back there when I pressed the quick save key. So, yeah. Just Skyrim things. Right, it just works apparently.
Come on, Todd.
Yeah. I'm also going to double check that the quick save key is what I think it is. It should be.
While we're stuck on a cart again,
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and just say that, again, this is for Midwest Speedfest, raising money for P Fund. If you'd like to donate, you may check out the website at donate.midwestspeedfest.com. Or if you're in Twitch, you can just simply use !donate in chat to get to that link.
Stolen that horse and then halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me, we shouldn't be here. It's these storm cloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Boy, you weren't kidding. It is the entire intro again.
Yeah, it is the entire intro again.
It's great.
I was just telling the Japanese restreamer what happened just now. Shout out to the Japanese restream, by the way.
Where are they taking us?
Make some noise.
This can't be happening. This is happening.
Hey, what the village?
You would think with the amount of times Todd Howard put this out, there'd be a way to skip the cutscene.
Yeah, the quick save button is the button I pressed, so
From horse thief.
weird.
Why do you care?
A Nord's last thoughts should be of home.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead.
General Tullius, sir. The headsman is waiting.
Good. Let's get this over with.
Sure. Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves. I bet they had something to do with this. This is Helgen. I used to be sweet on a girl from here.
I guess while we're still waiting, if you are enjoying the marathon, if you're enjoying the cutscene, please consider following Midwest Speedfest. We are the Minnesota-based organization that has been hosting speedrun marathons since 2015. Every spring, we partner with VGM Con to help raise money for their chosen charity and bring even more entertainment for the convention. We host online events occasionally too, so also in the support of the charity. So far, we have raised over $60,000 for various causes, and we hope to see that number continue to grow exponentially with your support. Again, we're trying to raise $5,000 this weekend. I think we can do it, right, guys? I think we do it.
Let's go bingo.
We're day one. Let's go bingo. We're day one. We're day one, and we're almost halfway through, so we're looking really good on that. So, and if you're wondering if you missed part of it, if you tell your friends, hey, this really cool Skyrim speedrun was super awesome, we got to see the intro twice, and you missed it, you could check it out on the YouTube later on and check out the VOD, and you could skip it if you wish.
Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
Ralof of Riverwood.
You know, it really kind of plays into the meme that
No,
It's,
I'm not a rebel.
you know,
You can't do this.
multiple opening cutscenes.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward. Who are you?
All right. Hi, Elf, once again. Hi, Elf.
Bye, elf.
Okay, I'm going to make a save.
You are not with the Thalmor embassy, are you, High Elf? No.
Now my quick save is here,
Captain.
so hopefully I
What
can't
should
be
we
taken
do?
back
It's
to
not
that
on the list.
soft lock state.
Forget the list.
So that is a soft lock state. I will say
your
that
orders.
has happened before to me,
I'm sorry.
where you load
lecture
that
of
initial
a
starting
man's
save where you're
autonomous
supposed to skip
Somerset
all of this, and
Follow the
then you end up in a soft lock state. So that's how I knew what I had to do, which was watch all of this and then watch all of it again. So, yeah,
Frick Stormcloak.
this isn't even this has
Some
never
here in
happened before. It
Helgen call
has.
you a hero, but a hero doesn't use a power like the voice to murder his king and usurp his throne.
General Tullius giving his big epic speech once
You
again.
started this war.
This will not be the
Plunged
first.
Skyrim
This will not be
into
the last time we
chaos.
hear a big epic
And now
speech
the
from
Empire
Tullius.
is going to put you
We'll be
down
hearing one much later
and
on.
Restore the peace.
What was
So, yeah, so that noise you hear, you all know now that that is a dragon, in case you didn't before. And
Give them
I
their
know,
last
right?
rites.
So,
As we commend your souls to Aetherius.
yes, that's a
Blessings
noise you
create
do listen
the
for
vines of
quite a
the
bit during the
love
game, because that's how I know a dragon is coming. And that's going to become important during our first actual dragon fight during this game. This one I don't really count as a dragon fight. We're just kind of running.
And we do get the execution animation again right now.
Yeah.
So
You know what? I can just look away. That's a thing I can do. Yeah, it's a beautiful sky. Shout out to all the artists who worked on this game.
yeah,
Nice sky, nice castle.
nice rim around
Oh,
the sky.
someone got executed.
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the High Elf.
There it is again. Did you hear that?
Looks like we have a couple more donations real quick as we're waiting for the dragon
Sure,
to arrive.
yeah. Now's a great time to get through those.
Yeah.
Right.
Sex Rex with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. With Let's Go Bergie.
Let's go, Bergie.
And then also another donation from BOZ, a 25 donation that says, Go David, woo!
Also, this Boz.
Oh, this Boz.
Yep,
okay.
just Boz. All right, get ready to start the timer again. Go. Okay. Quick save worked. Hooray!
Okay.
It worked. All right. Now, first trick here is I'm going to jump around the castle here, and I'm very glad that worked at least. That I do miss that sometimes. That is actually to skip most of Helgen. Basically, what Alduin did was came in here, just kind of ruined all of Helgen, the town we're currently in. We're going to head to Helgen Keep. We just skipped all of that. Now you are going to learn one of the first major speed strats, and that is known as bumping. If you bump into someone while they have dialogue going,
We should keep moving.
and actually I have to turn on subtitles. There we go. Those are going to be very important for bumping.
Come here. Let me see if I can. There you
So
go.
if you bump
Take a
into an
look around.
NPC that has dialogue going, it skips to the end of their dialogue, basically.
To see if I can find
And so we're going to use that to save a lot of time throughout the run. Gonna head over here, bring this gate down. You're supposed to fight everyone in there. We're not going to do that. We're just going to run. Gonna jump down here. Now, jumping is a great way to conserve stamina because you move kind of fast, and stamina conservation is really important during the run. Gonna head to this barrel. It's got some potions in it. Very important. We'll be using those later on. Gonna run down this hallway. At the bottom here, you're supposed to do more combat. We're gonna skip all of that too. So we're gonna head to this mage, grab that. Just gonna grab some lock picks from here, and continue on down this hallway. They can take care of themselves. I'm sure you can give one donation.
Okay, excellent. We're at another $5 donation from Bonnie Dimples. Thanks, Todd, for
Thanks,
for all
Todd.
the hard work you put into having unskippable cutscenes. They put their $5 towards the character selection for Bluey, putting it towards Bingo.
Let's go, bingo. All right, head down this river here. There's a little bit of gold I'm going to try and pick up, but sometimes I get physics, and I got physics there. There are some bones there that just kind of move around. This game has some absolutely incredible physics, and I mean that in both a good and a funny way. There are some spiders here. I'm going to run past them. Hopefully I do not get hit, and I did not. Excellent.
Yeah,
I'm going to jump up here. Going to grab this wine. This is that gold. Wine is going to be very important throughout the run, and I will reveal why once we get to that. But I'm going to skip past that bear there and just run down this hallway. And we're going to be out of the tutorial dungeon. And I'm going to then introduce you to the main method of movement during this game. I'm going to wait here, and that's going to recover my stamina. I'm going to just run all this way until I run out of stamina, and then I'm going to wait again. That's basically the main movement strat in a lot of areas. You just keep on running, and then once you run out of stamina, you just wait. And when you do that, it recovers all of your stamina. It also recovers all of your health. So if you just jumped off of a cliff, that will recover all of your health as well. Now, one catch is that I cannot wait while enemies are nearby. That is a regular Elder Scrolls thing. So I have to be very careful with when I wait, and occasionally I won't be able to wait when I want to. I'm going to quick save here because sometimes jumping gets weird here. I did get weird there for a second. All right, this is another spot where it can get weird, and it got weird. All right. Those rocks in particular are a major bad point. There we go. All right. Going to get a fast travel point up here.
Running across waterfalls isn't that hard in real life, right?
No. Definitely not. I do it all the time. So yeah, now we are just going to be running. We are going to discover a couple fast travel locations. Now, luckily I did not get bad RNG here. Something that can happen is you can sometimes get like bandits or mages that randomly spawn in as random encounters. Luckily I did not get that, so I can just wait to my heart's content. We're just going to run along this riverside here. And then up there is where we will be discovering Riverwood. It's right there. You'd think we'd have discovered it, but nope. We have to get just close enough. Jump into the water here. And there it is. We have discovered Riverwood and gotten stuck on some rocks along the way. Now up here we are going to have our first fight. It is with a wolf, and hopefully I do not mess this up. I do mess it up from time to time. I have to make sure I cast a destruction spell with good timing and stop casting it before the wolf runs out of health. Because if I am casting the spell when the wolf runs out of health, I can get a cutscene. I did not get it. Excellent. And that wastes time. There are quite a few points where when I'm killing an enemy, especially a dragon, I can just randomly get a cutscene, and that's bad RNG because those cutscenes take time, and we don't like when things take time for no particular reason. So, you know, hopefully that won't happen, but it might though. We are almost on our way to Whiterun. We are not going to go all the way to Whiterun though. We are going to head outside of this windmill here, and hopefully there will be a guard nearby. And this guard has a very important role, and that is to take us to... Let's go to jail just for safety reasons, because sometimes we don't have enough gold here. And now that guard took us to jail, and now we are discovering Dragon's Reach. That will be an important fast travel point. Now that we have done that, we are going to discover the stables, which are over here. And we are going to travel to Windhelm. Not quite yet. First, we're going to discover the stables for real.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
There they are.
Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some account. They say the big old palace there was built by...
Now, we're not actually going to go inside Windhelm proper. Instead, we are going to head to the stables of Windhelm. I'm going to quick save there because sometimes this doesn't quite go the way it should. And I'm just going to steal a horse. And then I'm going to head back to Riverwood, which we discovered earlier. Now, those of you who have played Skyrim casually know that horses are extremely overpowered. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm going to show you just how overpowered horses can be in Skyrim. We're going to take this horse, we're going to head over here, up the side on this mountain trail here. The fun thing about stamina is that strats on horses with stamina work the exact same way. We're just going to wait there, recover the horse's stamina. Now I'm going to head over here to this rock. Now, this horse, I'm going to run into the seam right here, and hopefully this works. There we go. All right. And yeah, horses can just jump up sheer cliff sides. That's just a thing horses can do in this game. Gonna wait here. And we're just gonna keep going.
Just like a mountain goat.
Yep, just like a mountain goat, but it's more of a mountain horse. This horse... Exactly. Now this horse seems to be fairly fast. There is some RNG involved here with how fast this horse can go. Not the fastest horse I've ever gotten, but definitely not the slowest either. It seems to have slowed down a bit. That's unfortunate. There we go. That's faster. Going to be zigzagging up this mountainside. This doesn't look very steep, but actually it is. My character can't jump up this. Going to head this way. Ah, that was happening. All right. And here we are on this path. Just going to keep heading a little further down. Horses in Skyrim are also amazing because they can just travel over rocks like this. Horses in real life can't do that. All right, and now we have ridden a horse all the way to High Hrothgar. But we're not done yet. We have further to go. I'm just going to head off to the side here. And then head up here. Head onto these rocks. Whoops. There we go. Head over this way. Oh, there we go. And zigzag over here. Actually, I'm going to refresh my horse's stamina there. There we go. Oh, I got a fake stamina recovery. That happens sometimes where you do the waiting thing and the horse's stamina just doesn't recover. All right. Don't mind that. That's normal during a Skyrim speedrun. Happens all the time. Whoops. Just Skyrim things, exactly. Whoops. I've jumped over here. All right. Over this way. Gonna wait there, just for safety. I think we got another fake stamina recovery, but that's okay, because we have to jump over here anyway. All right. Head up over here. If I was really, really good at this run, I could just jump up there, but I can't.
Uh-oh, something tells me there might be...
And there we go. And now we have ridden a horse to the throat of the world.
Something tells me there might be dragons nearby.
So just in case you didn't know that, well, you can. All right, this horse has just a little bit further to go. We are now going to ride this horse from Arvel's Cavern, that fast travel point we discovered earlier, over this way. And the horse is out of stamina. And now we are at Bleak Falls Barrow. Now, Bleak Falls Barrow, for those of you who have played this game casually, you'll know that there is a fetch quest item we need to get very early on in the Skyrim main quest, and so we're just going to grab that now. Why not? Very conveniently close by to that fast travel point. Gonna wait there. Good, not fake. Gonna jump over here. As I mentioned before, stamina conservation is very, very important. Especially because I just alerted a couple bandits over there, and so they're trying to chase after me now. Luckily, we are much too fast for them, and so I'm just going to wait here to recover my stamina. And that's a health potion. I'm going to want that. There we go. Down here, there's another bandit, and there is our first puzzle.
Time to end this.
The order of this puzzle is always the same. That bandit can't hurt me too badly. Don't worry about him.
The puzzles in this dungeon are really cool until you get to the next dungeon and you realize that pretty much every dungeon in the game has the exact same type of puzzle.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I got them good enough. Excellent. Like I said, can't wait if enemies are nearby, and those skeevers are enemies. Alright, so this is Arvel. He's the leader of the bandits in this dungeon, and he has a very important item on him, so we're just going to kill him and grab that item. Oh, good. He physicsed. That is actually very good, because then that means that I have less of a chance of getting hit by the very big spider that's in there, which drains all my stamina. Alright. Now we are in the second part of the barrow, where you would normally get introduced to Draugr, but we of course already know about Draugr because I've played this game way too many times. Just going to jump through those axes. Don't worry about them. We can take them. and start running. More Draugr in here.
Draugr are basically zombies.
Basically
for those who
zombies.
don't know.
I do have to get a waiting point right up here. Got it? Nice. If they get too close to me, then I can't do that. Grab that. Grab everything in that chest. And around this corner. This is a very nice room for waiting, because normally Draugr don't come this far. I will wait here. It was fake. Grab everything in there. There's an enemy down here I should grab because he's going to ruin my plans to wait up here. And we do want to do that, because we are going to need a whole lot of stamina for what's coming up. And around this way. Now, if I get good RNG, I can get another wait here, but not always. Didn't get it. All right, that's fine. That's why I wanted to wait for that earlier one. That Draugr shouldn't be with us now. Excellent, and that wasn't fake either. Nice. So this room has a lot of Draugr in it, and it's got a bit of platforming. Sometimes the game doesn't let me jump there. Looks like it cooperated today. Now we have our first Golden Claw puzzle. We got the Golden Claw off of Arva, who was trapped in the webs. Now the solution to this puzzle is always the same as well. It's just you hit everything twice. So next time you play this game casually, you can just do the strat I did at home. Very easy. Most of Glitchless Main Quest is fairly accessible in terms of difficulty. So if you are interested in learning Glitchless Main Quest yourself, you can definitely head to our Discord and start learning this run yourself. It didn't take me very long to learn this run at all. If the Draugr are near you, it can be tense. Alright, so wait one more time there. And now I'm going to equip these scrolls I got earlier on. I have to be very careful to only use one. We are going to use one of them earlier. That was a word wall. I will explain those in a bit. First, we have a boss battle. Now I have to actually unequip that. There we go. Take care of this guy. And he has the fetch quest item we need. It's that. And now we can head out of here. One thing about Skyrim dungeons, they always have kind of like an exiting sequence to them. You'll see that with some of the other dungeons we go to. So that Draugr had something on him called the Dragon Stone. And I'm going to grab this chest here. Now the Dragon Stone shows a bunch of locations. No one's quite sure what those locations are. It's just a bunch of X's on the map. But we're going to take them to Dragon's Reach, and hopefully the mage there can figure out what those things are. He was going to ask us to fetch those items, and we already got them, so we get to skip some dialogue here. So we're going to head into Dragon's Reach. We're going to talk to the Jarl.
Nothing?
What's the meaning of this interrupt?
First, Erlith's going to interrupt us.
Explains why the guards
Then we're going to head, talk to
Come
the
on,
Jarl. We're going to tell
the
him.
Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
I should have guessed.
And then we're going to cast him on fire, because why not?
Committed crimes against smart.
Now, what that did was that just skipped a whole bunch of dialogue. So we're going to come inside. We're going to talk to the Jarl. And one of the first things he's going to tell us is, well done, funnily enough. Now, if I was really, really good at this run, the Jarl would actually be all the way over there already, but I'm not, so
Here. There.
I don't get to skip
Come,
this part.
Let's go find Far.
All right.
Court wizard.
So now we're going to head into here. We're going to talk to Farengar.
I think I found someone.
They're all just going to have a project with us. It was to grab the thing we just grabbed.
I learned of a
Going to bump him quickly, and
the Dragon Stone of Bleak.
we completed the quest. Now, we are going to buy a book from him, but first we are going to sell, let's see, those things we got from him. And we are going to buy some books. That. All right. So now that we have done that, the quest progresses. And what has happened is another dragon has been spotted outside of town. And so our first quest is we're going to go deal with it. So we're going to head over here. And then we're just going to head straight to where the dragon was last spotted. Going to use our standard movement mechanics here. Just sprint all the way over to the tower. Then once my stamina runs out, we are going to wait and sprint over there again. Sometimes there's a guard that just drops out of the sky. We just got a couple of items. That was us formally getting the quest. There was a whole bunch of dialogue that was going on that we just skipped because we're here and not where the dialogue is. But yes, the tower's right there. And actually, I know y'all, I'm only level 1. I'm kind of scared. I'm just going to head back to the stables. I know about this. I'm just going to jump here. Let's just go somewhere far away.
Where do you want to go?
Let's just go to Winterhold.
Climb and
Why
back
not?
and we'll be
Winterhold's pretty far away.
This'll clear up soon.
Yeah, things are much better in Winterhold. I went there in Arena once. It was nice.
Yeah, it was really big too, right?
Yeah. Actually, I just remembered something. So I got a weapon in Bleak Falls Barrow, and it's an axe. And I also have this book that's got Bound Sword. So you know what? I'm actually feeling kind of good. So let's just head back there, and maybe I can take on this dragon after all. Okay, so what I just did was, normally what's supposed to happen is this dragon is supposed to... Let's see, let's equip that. There we go. And I equipped that to the wrong button. All right. Now, there is some RNG here. Now, what was supposed to happen... Oh, we got good RNG here. So, there is some RNG with this dragon landing, and they took off again. That's annoying. So, we basically just skipped a really, really long cutscene sequence where the dragon comes in over the mountain. Wow, I'm getting amazing RNG. Now, the RNG is you have to wait for him to land, of course, so I can attack him. And normally he likes to fly around a lot for me, but this was good RNG somehow. So, yeah, dragon's down. And I didn't die either.
That was incredibly fast.
Yeah, that was really fast. I know, right? It's like I was born to do this. Anyway, we are now going to discover a whole bunch of fast travel locations. First one is Markarth.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
That's us absorbing the dragon's soul, which we can do because we're the Dragonborn. That's just a thing. So now that we've gone to Markarth, we are now going to head to Riften. That was a prompt.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
After Riften, we are going to head to Solitude.
Visit the Blackbriar Meadery. You mugs of dads and you forget all.
Just jet setting to all the places, or I guess carriage setting.
Just jetting all the way around Skyrim, all the way from Riften to Solitude.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Now, once we get to Solitude, a group known as the Greybeards is going to use their own dragon shouts to yell at us really, really loudly, because they just so happen to notice that we absorbed a dragon's soul, and that means we're Dragonborn. And that means we have a very important prophecy to fulfill. That was the Greybeards.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Next up is
Climb and
Morthal.
back and we'll be off. Couldn't ask for better weather.
And so once we get to Morthal, that's basically all the locations we need to discover at the moment, and so we're going to head to the Greybeards and see what they want. Greybeards are over here at High Hrothgar, where we rode the horse earlier. That's why we rode the horse there. We can just go there right now. But first, I'm going to equip the shout I just got. I just somehow magically learned how to push people really, really far, called Unrelenting Force. And I'm going to wait a second, and then I'm just going to shout in their faces. And then bump into Arngeir, and then talk to him, press tab to get out of here.
Wow, that's rude. You push him with
Oh,
your
we're
voice
going to be
and
even
then
more
bump into
rude.
him.
Now, what I'm doing is I'm actually skipping dialogue, because you can't just bump into someone really quickly. You have to get into dialogue and exit out of it.
He's an old man. Come on.
Okay. So, that other Greybeard is going to shout on the floor for a bit, and he's going to teach me the next word of Unrelenting Force. We're going to leave and come back, because if I was to just pick up the word, I would have to wait forever to pick that up. For some reason, that's how Skyrim works, but now I can just pick it up right away. Let's see, that was already equipped. I don't have to do that. I have to go to an axe already.
Well, that's wind.
All right.
As part of it.
Just bump him again. Now, Arngeir is taking forever, and I actually want to make sure I'm level 3 by a certain point, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to level up my one-handed skill. Now, for those of you who know, the way you level up skills is you basically use them. So, I'm just going to shout down this thing that appears. I'm going to level up my one-handed skill by attacking Arngeir. And then I'm going to attack this guy. Don't worry about it, they're fine. And you can see I'm just leveling up my one-handed skill. Very important here. All right. More level ups. There we go. Nope, Mori, you gotta be treated too. Okay. That's enough for now. We're gonna head up here, Byron. And that's taken care of. Now we're just gonna head outside and think about what we've done. Gonna wait for them. Gonna wait an hour. And now, as thanks for all of that, they're gonna teach us a whole nother shout.
See how you... Master Bori will teach you wood, which means well.
Gonna head inside a bit. And then outside, this is skipping another one of those things where when a word appears on the ground, you have to wait like forever. Oh, and I didn't do it correctly, so. Word is here.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thum.
There it is. Thank you so much. All right. Your turn. Okay.
And they're still helping you.
Yep, they're still helping me. They're going to train me now.
Master Wolfgar will... Master Bori?
Let's see. Shouts. That's right. There we go. Oh, what third person there?
Now, your turn. Stand.
Oh, wait till you see what I do. All right. There we go. There we go. And we are done with the Greybeards. And so now we're going to head to Morthal. Now, the Greybeards are about to give me a quest. I need to retrieve an item known as the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. So we're going to head to a nearby dungeon in Morthal, and we are just going to go grab that. Now, earlier on, you saw a movement method where I basically just sprinted until I was out of stamina, and then waited, and then just sprinted again. We now have Whirlwind Sprint, which allows us to go really fast. And so if I just do that and then just wait, we can go even faster.
It's almost like they knew that you're a speedrunner.
Right? We got this whole Whirlwind Sprint. This was meant for speedrunning. Now, I'm not going to do this all the time for traveling. We have other methods. Got popped up in the air there.
This whole part of Skyrim has beautiful terrain. There's like marshes and like cool forests.
This place is great.
Yeah.
Shouts? Oh. So that happens sometimes. It's rather annoying, especially when it's during an Alduin fight. All right. Ustengrav is right over here. Gonna take this out. There is a Necromancer outside I have to take care of. That was fake. All right. There we go. Where are you? Oh, seriously, where are you? All right, I'm just going to head inside, I guess. Gonna wait in here. And then roll and sprint and wait again. And now we're just going to run through.
These thralls of yours are
Once again, stamina conservation is very important inside of this dungeon. So down here at the bottom of the steps, I'm going to switch to jumping. Just going to jump through all these Draugr. And unfortunately, one of them cast a freezing spell on me. Gonna quick save here, just in case this messes up. I have to do a skip here. That I mess up fairly frequently. Got it. Nice. Whoops. And hopefully I got this weight. Did not get it. That's annoying. All right. Now, currently, there is like a bazillion enemies following me, which is why I did not get that weight there. But through my jumping strat and through me just kind of falling down this thing, I am much too fast for them. Gonna run through here. This is like the main checkpoint to make sure you have Whirlwind Sprint. Wait in there, get out my axe, and I'm going to also equip that. Gonna favorite that as well. No console allowed. In here I've got a couple spiders. Hopefully they don't shoot me, but oftentimes they do. Wait a minute, that was not the thing I wanted. No, that is this thing. Okay. Make that 1.
Can't really
There we go.
heal the cobwebs.
I am surprised the spiders did not get me there. Okay. Nope. Do this thing. There we go. Right there. Drop those. Now, that was supposed to be the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, but it wasn't. Instead, there was a note waiting there from someone who said, "Come see me in Riverwood and ask for the attic room." And so we're going to go do that, but not quite yet. Instead, we have something else we need to do first. Head over here. Grab this. This is another dungeon exiting sequence. Now, we're actually going to have to exit through some enemies. Don't worry, I'm ready for them. Grab that healing potion. Very important. There they are. Unfortunately, the necromancers that were in here weren't very good, and so the Draugr took care of them.
Maybe they were too good, and the Draugr that they reanimated were, too strong.
Maybe. All right, so we're going to head to Winterhold, which you may remember we fast traveled to earlier. And what we're going to do in Winterhold is we are going to find the... Oh, I have Dragonborn enabled. Okay. I'm going to attack a guard here, and he's just going to take me to jail. And then we're going to break out of jail. There's a bit of RNG here.
Honestly, that was great timing because the cultist fight early game is not fun.
No, it's not. Almost. Okay, so I just broke out of jail. Now, why did I go to jail and break out of jail? Well, the thing about the Winterhold jail is that it's in a very convenient locations for... What are you doing there, Porker? So that's a genuine that's never happened before moment. Anyway, so, yeah. So we need to pay a visit to a former member of the College of Winterhold named Septimus. Because Septimus has two very important... Why can I not jump on this? There we go. So Septimus has two very, very important items we need for a dungeon a bit later on. Another fake rest there. That's all right. But we're not just going to grab them from Septimus willingly, because Septimus has a really long quest for us first, and we can just skip that if we just pickpocket the items off of him. There's some more RNG there, and I got bad RNG there. We'll see how long this takes. Yep. Sometimes you can get this first try, sometimes it takes like 5 tries. It's pure RNG.
So yeah, Septimus is like a really kooky guy, but he's like an expert on like ancient dwarves who, for those who are not familiar with the lore, dwarves mysteriously went extinct en masse several thousand years before Skyrim took place. And yeah, now he's basically trying to like tap into their arcane knowledge with various artifacts. And it's driven him crazy.
Yeah. That thing we just jumped on top of, it's a major Daedric. Wow. This is incredible.
Yeah.
But this has happened before. You can get bad RNG. I hope I didn't get diseased, and that's what's giving me bad luck. Dang. Okay,
there we go.
Finally. All right, so now we can head to Riverwood. Maybe? Don't know why the quest marker's there. And we can talk to the person who put the note there. See what they want with us. All right, there's Delphine. Please don't sit down. There you go.
Attic room.
There's no attic room? Oh, this must be the wrong place.
Huh.
So you...
All right, so this is Delphine. Delphine is part of a group known as the Blades. And if you played Oblivion, you may remember the Blades. These are the same Blades as Oblivion. Gonna steal a bunch of wines here, not pick up that book. I accidentally do that all the time. Get that gold.
You just find that lying around?
Oh, she's the leader of the Blades. Wow,
Yep.
I bet she's one of the most beloved characters in the game.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Surprise. You can't be
Got some dialogue here. Basically, Delphine says why she took the horn. So the Blades are part of a sect who's looking for the Dragonborn to help them
If you don't trust
basically
me,
take out the
I
dragons
knew the
and
Grey-
also deal
when
with
you
some
showed
other
up
grudges
here,
that they
I knew
have.
you were the one the Greybeard sent. We remember you were the only. Can you do it? Good, and you'll have a chance to. Dragons aren't. They weren't gone. Now something's happening to bring them. And I figured out we're going to go
So,
there,
what's
and you're
been
going
going on is that we saw a dragon in the
There's an
opening
ant-
cutscene.
I need to get into my
Now,
traveling
and we
bag.
saw another dragon earlier, and dragons were supposed to have been defeated like thousands
My
of years ago.
analysis is correct.
But it seems that dragons are coming back to life, and Delphine has figured out where the next one might come back to life. And so we're basically going to go there and see what the heck is going on. Going to grab some wine, also going to grab some cheese for safety. Cheese. Now, those of you who have seen me play this game before, especially with crowd control, know that cheese is very important during crowd control.
Yes.
It's also important more as a backup safety strat for me during Skyrim, just because cheese recovers a lot of health. Now, rather conveniently, the dragon that's coming back to life, allegedly, is very close to Windhelm, so we can just head right there and then just run. All right, recover stamina there. Now, there's a bit more RNG coming up here. Oh, sorry, I know you're about to talk, and I was about to say things. I can probably give you a break in a little bit, but there's a bit more RNG. Oh, those thugs came up. That's annoying when that happens. I don't think the thugs can follow me up here, though.
I mean, you have broken quite a few laws, so...
Yes, I've broken a lot of laws.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I missed the cliffside, but anyway. So here we are. So here's what's going on. You may remember this dragon from earlier on. Now, hopefully this guy has an item for me. Nope. Do you have an item for me? Nope. Nope, okay. Not great RNG. Here's this dragon coming back to life. I'm going to put this, and we got level up to level 2. That is excellent. Why can I not attack you? That's weird. There we go. Okay. So this dragon just came back to life via the dragon who we saw in Helgen. So this is rather interesting. I've seen this thing going on. All right, I'm going to run out of the way for a bit, and hopefully Delphine will distract that one. Nope, he's going to take off instead. That's annoying. All right, this is why I have the cheese. Please land. There we go. Excellent.
All right. Cheese in time.
Cheese time.
Cheese.
No, I'm just going to go to potions here. Because it seems Delphine is not distracted Saladin here. Sometimes you can get a two-handed weapon in Bleak Falls Barrow, and that makes this fight a lot easier, but we didn't get that. So, you know, what can you do? It's RNG. Okay, Saladin's down.
You can clap for that.
Yes. Now, where'd you go, Delphine? Did Delphine get distracted? Oh, there you are. Oh, you're thugs. Okay.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Hired thugs.
This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Oh, there's Delphine. All right, Delphine, please help me. This is also bad RNG, by the way. Let's see. What if I equip this?
So yeah, the first time you attack somebody or steal something in this game, they'll send some bugs after you to teach you a lesson. And yeah, they're even if you're leveling as the game intends you to, it's pretty frustrating.
Okay. That's rather unfortunate. I need all these things. Do I have a magic potion, actually? Hope I do. Yes, I do. Excellent. Okay. Now can I talk to Delphine? Did Delphine help me? Maybe. Okay. Oh, Delphine's in a bit of trouble there.
I could use a hand here.
Well. Okay, there he goes. All right.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
So now we have proven to Delphine
Okay,
that we are
look.
Dragonborn, thanks to us
Now that
absorbing that
dragons
dragon's
are coming
soul.
back, the first
So
Thalmor
Delphine
are
wants to figure out
nothing fun.
why
The
the dragons are being brought
and now the
back. Now,
who
she
else
thinks the
gains from
Thalmor are bringing the dragons back.
Problem is that
And the reason why is
Maybe
because the Blades
an
have
eye
an
on the
old grudge
sky.
against the Thalmor. So we're going to head back, talk to Delphine, and see how we can gain some more intelligence and see what exactly is going on with the Thalmor and if maybe they are bringing the dragons back to life after all.
Is it okay if I do a donation?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of cut
No,
you
you're
off
totally fine. That was really important. We want to make sure you didn't die in
Yes.
that part. So we have another $5 donation from Bonnie Dimples. And they say, let's go MD, Tamriel's most belligerent high elf. Love to see him shove, slap, shout, and ignite his way into Sovngarde and into our hearts. P.S. Let's go bingo.
Let's go bingo. Yeah, it's a great bid war to put your septims towards.
Now out here, we're going to find another guard, and this guard is going to take us inside because getting inside takes a while. Now, the item I was looking for earlier was an Amulet of Talos, which would allow me to skip the thing I'm about to do, which can sometimes mess up. And by mess up, I mean I mess it up, quite literally. So I'm going to quick save here. I'm just going to cast you on fire. We're going to head into the Winking Skeever. And we're going to talk to Malborn. Now, sometimes this can mess up as well.
Need something? Really? Here's the deal. Don't plan
Don't worry, everything's fine. Okay.
I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
All that wine and most of our gold. That should do it. Okay, luckily that did not mess up. Whoops. Now we're going to get out of here while everyone is doing things. I'm very nervous. This is like the most part of that. All right, so this guy got executed, but there was a whole bunch of chaos that happened. And let's see. Okay, good. This all worked. And now everything's fine. Okay. Head back to Cutlass Farm. So that guy got executed. Now, normally his corpse would not be lootable, but because we caused all that chaos by setting someone on fire, it was.
Good. But the only
So now we're going to head into the Thalmor Embassy because we've been invited to a party. But we cannot go to a party without party clothes, so we're just going to put on some party clothes. We're going to put on the Amulet of Talos, and we're going to head to the party.
Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry. Just make sure.
And the Thalmor again are the like elf group that's basically trying to take over all of Tamriel, and they basically strong-armed the Empire into kind of being as oppressive as they are in a lot of ways.
Okay, good.
So. Yeah.
Welcome to the Thalmor. Thank
All
you,
right.
sir. Go right in.
So, inside here, we are going to meet up with Malborn, who's kind of our agent inside the Thalmor Embassy, and he's helping us break in and do a whole bunch of other stuff.
And you are? Please.
Madam Ambassador, I am so sorry to interrupt. It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission?
Great party
to
etiquette.
Grab that.
Of course.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
Maya.
All right, so now we have to sneak away from the party somehow, and someone is about to walk through this door who's going to help us out with that. Hello.
What is it? Allow me to introduce.
I bought you a drink.
If there's anything
So there's something you could do for me. Could you actually just cause a big distraction so I can sneak away from the party and just infiltrate the embassy? All right. Now we talk to Malborn. We tell Malborn that we are ready to sneak away from the party.
Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm gonna grab some more wine here because we just don't have enough of that. This one there. Don't worry about it. All right. Grab all the items we brought with Malborn there, and now we're just going to run through the embassy. We are not supposed to be here. We are trespassing, and so lots of people are going to try and attack us. Going to jump over this and shout this way. This is probably one of the diciest parts of the run. The scroll I got in Bleak Falls Barrow kind of helps with that. Can loot that chest there. Going to quick save here. Oh.
Oh.
Yes, that's normal. That happens.
Somehow they managed to get to the other side of the door before you.
Thanks, game. Okay. We're good. Well, just Skyrim things. Okay. Gonna grab this. Gonna kite all those enemies down here so they don't block this door, because I need this door. All right. Gonna come up this way, and then we're going to read a book we picked up in that chest. We're just gonna do some reading here. And then I'm going to equip my other scroll. Get that ready. Now, a whole bunch of people just came through this door. We're going to catch them on fire. Going to search this door here. Going to very quickly drink a bunch of health potions. Do I have any cheese? I don't. Like I said, this is the diciest part of the run. That's why I quick saved here. Game, please let me jump. Please let me jump. This, yeah. So this happens quite a bit during my runs. That's why I call this the diciest part during the run. This has all happened before. All right, let's try this again. Nope, this happens again. Okay. Down this way. Okay, kite everyone downstairs. Okay, everyone upstairs again, do some reading. And then, let's see. Let's see, I want to equip the scroll. Whoops. Okay, that's what I want to do. Okay, then this. Now hopefully this guard has what I need. There we go. Okay, I believe we are home free. So the reason why I got all this wine is to recover stamina, and I'm going to do that now because I ran out in there. Wine is very good at recovering stamina, and if you're in a place where you can't recover stamina, then you just drink wine. All right, so we learned about someone in there named Esbern. Now, Esbern is another agent of the Blades. And actually, I need to cast some fireballs here to get inside quickly. So Esbern's another member of the Blades, and while in the Thalmor Embassy we learned absolutely nothing about the dragons, we did learn about Esbern, and so the next quest would be for us to go find Esbern. And so we're going to go find him. He is here in Riften, down in a dungeon known as the Ratway. And we need to go find him before the Thalmor do. Gonna go across here. You can do that casually at home, by the way, instead of going all the way through the Ratway. Very annoying. This is the home of the Thieves Guild. And let's see how many level ups I got. I think I just got one. Which is unfortunate, because 2 level ups is more ideal. But I'm very inconsistent at getting 2 level ups, so expected. I'm going to steal from the Thieves Guild, and they're not going to be very happy about it, but, you know, what do they expect? And now it seems that the Thalmor are on their way to finding Esbern, so we should get to him rather quickly, I guess. He's this way. Now, if I was really, really good at Skyrim, I would be able to start doing a skip here to get out of the Ratway. Unfortunately, I'm not that good.
Go away.
So we're not going to be able to do that skip. We're going to have to get out of the sewers.
You'd better come inside.
All right, so that's Esbern. Esbern's been in hiding because, of course, the Thalmor are after him. So he's got a fairly locked door.
This'll just take a moment. This one.
We got time for some donations or some blurbs or anything else you might want to plug if you want.
Excellent. Yeah. We just have an anonymous donation for $10, which now brings our total to $2,200.
Nice.
Nice.
And they put that $10 towards the song choice. So now we have a tie between Brothers Bear, Donkey Kong Country 3, and Final Hours Majora's Masks, each at $15. So if you'd like to, honestly, for $16, you can choose either Kirby Superstar or Just Smile from Sonic 06.
Nice. All right, so what Esbern told us is that the big dragon we saw in Halgan and we saw again at the Dragon Burial Mound, that is Alduin the World Eater. And him coming back is supposed to herald the end of the world, which is not great. And so Esbern was a bit pessimistic about the whole situation right now, but we told him, hey, guess what? I'm Dragonborn. And so Esbern is like, oh, maybe things aren't so bad after all. And so we're going to take him over to Delphine, and we're going to take him to the Secret Blades hideout. And hopefully Esbern will be able to figure out how we can stop Alduin the World Eater. Now, a fun thing that can happen sometimes is Thalmor agents will follow me into the Thieves Guild here in the Ratway. And then the Thieves Guild will take care of them. It's great. Didn't happen today, though. Now, there is a bit of RNG that can happen to me towards the end of the Ratway where someone who's a secret Thalmor agent will attack me and then I can't fast travel. Hopefully that won't happen, but it's fairly likely.
Here we go. Yeah! Come on! Give up,
All right. Let's see. Yep, all right, it happened. So, we'll have to take care of someone here. Let's see, destruction. Did I favorite this? I did not. Yes, I did. Okay. Where are you? Oops. Actually, I got the bats bangers there. Shouldn't be too big a deal. Okay. Now I can head here, Wustengrav. Alright, so normally you would take Esbern back to Riverwood, he'd meet Delphine, there would be a nice big reunion, all that stuff. Instead, we're actually going to take Esbern on a little bit of a field trip to Dwemer Ruin. Why not? We're going to head this way. The Dwemer Ruin we're going to take him to is known as Mazinkaleft. Now, the reason why we're taking Esbern on a field trip is because what's going to happen a couple quests from now is we are going to need to get an Elder Scroll. And Mazinkaleft actually leads to one. So you're currently seeing me do kind of a new strat for traveling. What I'm doing is I am using Whirlwind Sprint. I am then, let's see, this way. Yes. I am then sprinting as far as I can. And that gives me just enough time to recover Whirlwind Sprint another time. And so that's going to be our main mode of travel for pretty much the rest of the run. I Whirlwind Sprint, I sprint for the rest of the time, and that should give me just enough stamina to get to the next Whirlwind Sprint. I kind of messed it up there, so that didn't quite work here. But anyway, here is Mazinkaleft. Just going to jump down a cliff, don't worry about it.
This place is absolutely massive.
Yes. Sprint, rest for a bit, and Whirlwind Sprint again. Now just run. Don't worry about them. They're fine. We're too fast for them anyway.
Is it okay if I interrupt for just a moment?
Go ahead.
Alrighty. We have a $100 donation.
Nice.
From a Jason LaRose that just simply says, Boyo!
Boyo!
Putting their $100 in for their song choice of Kirby Superstar.
Okay, favorite that, and that over here. Gonna make this 3. Right, there we go.
Definitely do not want to get caught by the spheres.
Yes. So this area I am very under level, as you might suspect. So all these Dwemer spheres, I do not want to have to deal with those. So we just gotta run. Now I'm gonna have to deal with them fairly shortly. This here is a lever puzzle, and I'm going to quick save here. Gonna hit this lever because this can mess up. Gonna quickly jump backwards. Nice, got that. Head in here. Head over to this lever. Excuse me, sir. That's lever puzzle solved. All right. Now we're gonna head down to the next level. Now, hopefully I'm going to be able to wait here. Nope, that's annoying. All right. Now in here, this is kind of the second part of the dungeon, and we meet the Snow Elves, known as Did I make this jump? Hope I did. Yep, okay, good. Kind of get a bit dicey there. So the Snow also knows the Falmer. They are a cursed race. Game, please let me sleep. Okay, there we go. Do need to use Whirlwind Sprint right over here.
Yeah, the Falmer used to be like an advanced civilization until basically they got, they were forced into captivity by the Dwemer, who basically fed them this fungus that made them lose their sight. And now they're blind and have barely any,
Oh.
Barely,
That's annoying.
Barely any social structure and attack anything.
Yeah.
But they're blind, so
they're
blind. If you're good at sneaking,
they have good movement.
Anyway, sneaking.
We have made it through the Zinc left. We are now down here in Blackreach. I'll probably just do that now. And we are going to head over to the Tower of Mazark, which holds the Elder Scroll we are going to need. Now, if I had gotten to level 3 and I had leveled up my one-handed skill enough, I would be able to do this slightly faster because I have slightly more stamina with that level up. Unfortunately, I only got to level 2, but I should hopefully get to level 3 at some point soon, probably during the Alduin fight. Come on, here we go. Here is the tower. There's a little bit of a puzzle inside, but it's a really, really easy puzzle. Now, I don't know exactly why the Dwemer have an Elder Scroll here, but they do. So we'll just grab it. Very convenient.
I mean, honestly, nothing about Elder Scrolls is really known. They're like these weird documents that allow you to kind of see the entire timeline of the universe, but in a weird way.
2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. And that's that puzzle. Now you know. Now, some people do mash the buttons there. It's a bit safer if you don't do that because you can actually soft block this puzzle if you mash too quickly. So I didn't do that today. You'll see it in faster runs. So now we've taken Esbern on a field trip to a Dwemer ruin in a gigantic cave under Skyrim, but we're not done with Esbern's field trip just yet because we're going to take him to Markarth. And we are going to take him to the Karthspire and Skyhaven Temple. Now, we are actually supposed to take Esbern here later on, but if we were to take him here later on, what would happen is 2 boss-level dragons would spawn nearby, and I am very under-level, and so those dragons would be way, way, way too much for me to handle. And so we're going to take Esbern here now. Those dragons won't spawn, and we can just kind of head there, and it won't be a problem. This way. There's a really great rock down at the bottom of this hill I can use to launch myself over the river. Right there.
I gotta try that sometime.
Yeah. There we go. Shout out to that rock, literally. That rock right there, I oftentimes get stuck on it, but didn't happen today, which is rather nice. Okay, I'm gonna wait here. If I wait too late, then there are a whole bunch of Forsworn nearby, and they're gonna start attacking me, and I can't wait when that happens, but luckily they didn't.
Yeah, the Forsworn are like these special bandits that basically are native to the western part of Skyrim, and Ulfric Stormcloak kind of came to power when he got into like a war with them and kind of forced them out of the cities, and now they're seeking their revenge.
Yep. Now, normally when you take Esbern here, he like tells you how to lower a whole bunch of bridges and solve a whole bunch of puzzles to do that. Whoops. Hate it when I do that. But if you're good at platforming, which I'm not, you can just jump up here and skip some of that. Now, this is going to take a little while. This shrub here is the bane of my existence. I hate this shrub because you have to jump just right, and then if you do that, I did not jump just right. No. There we go. You can just jump up here and just skip all of the Karthspire stuff. All right, now we can finally take Esbern back to Riverwood. And a reunion with Delphine. I know, right? It's been so many places. Oh, courier, hello.
A letter.
This is common, by the way. Those couriers are quite diligent.
You might be sick.
And while Esbern and Delphine have a little reunion, I'm just going to steal some more wine just to replenish my stocks. Maybe grab some more cheese as well, because I had to use all that up.
Cheese.
Delphi.
Gotta have all the cheese.
All the cheese. Cheese is very important in Skyrim.
Gotta make Sheogorath proud.
Yes, exactly. Cheese for everyone. Now, you may notice I'm entering and leaving. This actually skips dialogue. We're going to use this a bunch during the rest of the run. Wait for it. There it is. Now we're going to take Esbern on a field trip back to Skyhaven Temple. Hello, Esbern. It's like you were just here.
The Akaviri blood seal. Very good.
All right. Yeah, a little bit of a blood sacrifice there. So in here is a secret hideout of the Blades, or it's going to become a secret hideout. It's not quite one yet. It's also an ancient Akaviri temple. Now, inside of this temple is a very important wall mural that basically, or wall carving, I should say, that talks about how people thousands of years ago basically defeated Alduin. And so what Esbern wants to do here in Skyhaven Temple is figure out how they defeated Alduin the first time, and then he is going to use that to hopefully try and help us defeat Alduin once again.
Isn't it amazing? Ah, of course. Not everyone had... Ah, here it is. Alduin's
So does it show how they defeat?
Yep.
patient. Yes. Isn't it amazing? Ah, of
You mean
course.
they used a shout to defeat Alduin?
Oh, yes. Presumably. Remember. Isn't it amazing?
Isn't it
Of
amazing?
course. Not everyone has an
You ever heard of
appreciation
such a
for
thing?
the artistic one.
Probably
Now,
right.
an important thing about the Greybeards
Right.
and the Blades is
We'll
they
look
don't
around
like each other very
town
much.
guard you.
Because the Greybeards are super like meditative and methodical, and they like taking their time. And the Blades are very much in the action. They're like, they want to go do things. And the Greybeards don't like that. The Blades don't like how slow the Greybeards are. That does kind of become a point of contention later on. But we're just going to go talk to the Greybeards. We now have the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller. And so we're going to have some more plot that comes after that. Arngir is usually sitting over here somewhere. Hello.
Ah, you've reached...
You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force.
Gonna teleport them over there by waiting. Now we're going to learn the third word of the shout.
Shout is much more powerful.
Now after this is going to be a little bit of a cutscene where the Greybeards yell at us a whole bunch using dragon shouts. That's kind of an initiation right into the Greybeards, and once we do that, as Arngir says, High Hrothgar is open to us. That is a bit of a cutscene, so Cool Cat, if you've got anything you want to talk about, you've got a few minutes.
Well, we don't have any new donations at the moment, but again, I'll remind everyone why we're here. We are raising money for the P Fund Foundation here at Midwest Speedfest. Of course, you caught me off guard. You caught me off guard. Oh, so much cheese and wine and rudeness. But yes, we're here at Midwest Speedfest, part of the VGM Con Sunshine Resort. This is an annual celebration in Minnesota that combines music performance with tournaments, indie games, panels, workshops, energy drinks, and a whole lot of cheese and wine. Its purpose is to create a community of engaged creators and fans around video games through the unique experiences you can't find at home. The Midwest Speedfest team is grateful to once again be part of this VGM Con. I'm having a lot of fun here. And we'd like to thank them for providing the resources and support to help us host our marathons. We are right now at $2,300 of our $5,000 goal on just day one.
Nice.
We're almost halfway there. So if you'd like to donate, please go to donate.midwestspeedfest, or in the chat you may use exclamation point and donate. We do have a few incentives. I know we're about halfway through this run. Our next game will be for Wii Music, which there is an incentive going on for that. Right now, we have Heart of Nova, Kirby Superstar in the lead with $100. Boyo! Brothers Bear, Donkey Kong Country 3 with $15. Final Hours, Majora's Mask also with $15. And then Just Smile from Sonic 06 is in last. But if you want to change that, you can donate $101, and Sonic 06 can be the song we use for that next song. I don't think anybody would ever do that, but you know what? Prove me wrong. Everybody loves Sonic 06.
Loves Sonic 06.
I don't think
Great
there was.
soundtrack.
I don't think there was anything wrong with Sonic 06.
Oh, it was
amazing soundtrack.
So
amazing soundtrack, and I don't think there was a single bug in that game.
Oh yeah, it was perfectly perfect.
The crowd was not with me on that statement. Very much so. Very banger soundtrack. Other things that are going on, we're going to have Bluey the video game as a incentive as well. Let's go Bingo!
Let's go Bingo.
Dragon.
Right now, Bingo is in the lead with $20. Dad Bandit is at $16, and then Bluey and Mom, or Chili, is tied with $0. So if you'd like to see Bluey, $21 will be your selection there. Feel free to do it. Or just keep putting it towards Bingo, because let's go Bingo. Awesome. And I'm going to just put this mic back down.
Yep. So while you all were hearing about some of the amazing incentives you can donate towards, we had a big plot development. You might have noticed there's a dragon there that we're not attacking. There's breathing fire that's over there. Don't worry about it. So we went and we talked to the Greybeards, and we told them, hey, we need to learn a shout that was used to defeat Alduin, because that's what we found on Alduin's wall. Well, the Greybeards didn't know it, and so they're like, well, maybe our leader Parthenax would know. And in order to get to Parthenax, we had to learn a shout to get to the top of the mountain. The Greybeards were like, you're not ready, you went reckless, you talked to the Blades, didn't you? And we said, yeah, but we need to learn the shout. So, okay. First thing to breathe fire Parthenax's face. So this is Parthenax, he's the leader of the Greybeards, and he is going to help us learn about Dragon Rend, the shout used to defeat Alduin the first time. And I should stop talking and instead do some dialogue.
No,
okay.
But why? Why must
He's a dragon, yep.
This world
oh, that was wrong. Like I said, I should stop talking and do dialogue. Okay.
I've got a quick donation as you're doing that.
Okay.
We have a $4 donation from Ling that just says, shout-outs to Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I mean, the game's great.
Who created it?
All right, so what Parthenax says is that Parthenax doesn't know the Dragon Rend shout. The reason why is because the Dragon Rend shout was actually created by humans, not by dragons. See, in order for dragons to do things like breathe fire, like shoot people across the room, change the weather, they basically use shouts that contain 3 words of power. And so that's what you've been seeing dragons do all the time. That's how dragons work in Skyrim. But way, way back, thousands of years ago, which is what we're currently glancing at right now, humans actually invented a word because they were just so tired of dragons and trying to fight them and being oppressed by dragons that basically invented a dragon shout, which is kind of amazing. That dragon shout is used to basically force a dragon to land and kind of just sort of decays them a bit. And that's what they used to defeat Alduin the first time, as well as all the other dragons, even though that one, I guess they can just defeat it normally because they're just that good with normal dragons. Now, I'm going to spoil this cutscene a bit. Sorry, spoilers for a 2011 game. So things don't quite work out, and they actually had to use an Elder Scroll to bring Alduin, to basically banish Alduin. What that Elder Scroll actually ended up doing was it banished Alduin as they expected, and dragons were gone, and humanity and all the other mare races ended up prospering. But what happened with Alduin is he was actually sent forward in time to the time of Skyrim. And so what happened was, it just so happened that the time he was sent forward to thousands of years ago was when we were about to be beheaded. Rather great timing for us, wouldn't you say? Especially because we're a Dragonborn. And so what we are watching here is a cutscene from thousands of years ago when they used the Dragonborn shout to defeat Alduin so they could banish him forward in time. This might sound kind of confusing, just kind of watch, I guess, or maybe read some of the lore online. There's so much lore online about this. Now, because they used an Elder Scroll to bring Alduin forward in time, they created something called the Time Wound. And because there's this Time Wound that exists here at the Throne of the World, we are able to use the Elder Scroll to just kind of watch what happened 1,000 years ago and learn the shout. Normally, if you try and read an Elder Scroll, you are immediately struck with blindness. Because Elder Scrolls are, as Flying Marlin said, these kind of weird items that exist in like all time, and they can predict the future, they show the past. But if you're like not trained for like years to learn to read an Elder Scroll, or you're not at a Time Wound, for instance, then you immediately turn blind. But since we're here at the Time Wound, we can just watch this whole thing pan out instead. And with that explanation that was probably clear as mud for all of you who aren't familiar with the very, very deep lore of Skyrim, hopefully you understand what exactly is happening here. And now, Cool Cat, you've got a bit more time for donations during the rest of this cutscene.
Perfect. Actually, we have a message for you from Tempest Mask 1000. They have a donation of $4.84. They say, "Hey, you're finally awake. And I'm super happy to see Midwest Speedfest back in action and already at 2K. Let's go." Everyone is doing fantastic, so keep up the great work. For now, MD, I hope you have a great rest of your run, friend. Never forget that a dragon's true weakness is the power of friendship and bingo.
Let's go bingo.
Let's go bingo.
They put their donations towards character choice of Peachette for the Mario Kart 8 speedrun.
TLDR, they didn't really defeat him, they just turned him into a time capsule.
Exactly.
I mean, if all else fails, might as well just time capsule him. And
what?
Alduin, are you okay? Just Skyrim things. So that has happened before, I will say. Sometimes when that happens, this cutscene can soft lock. I think we're okay, but I just want to warn you all in case that happens.
I mean, it is appearing in a vision of an Elder Scroll, so
Yes.
it could very well be a feature, not a bug.
It could be a feature. This could be Todd's vision for the Elder Scrolls.
Hashtag thanks, Todd Howard.
Thanks, Todd. I do like to say thanks, Todd, a lot on my stream. Okay. Okay, dialogue is happening.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Not out of the woods yet. Okay, we're good. Now I'm going to quick save. This is another dicey part of the run. So I need to, let's see, I'm going to quit my shouts. That's what I need to do. All right. So clear skies, I'm going to make that 6. I'm going to favorite that. Dragon Rend and Whirlwind Sprint. Destruction, that's already favorited. Conjuration, that needs to be favorited too. Okay. That will be 6. That will be 4, actually. That will be 5. Flames will be 1. Wine is 3. That will be 2. I should have done that earlier. Anyway, let's see. Do I have my weapon equipped? Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, good. That level up was very timely. So level ups, they reset your health, stamina, and everything back to normal. So that's going to be very useful for us. So you're going to use Dragon Rend on Alduin. I'm going to use it again. This fight is very difficult, especially with these weapons.
Fortunately, Dragon Rend does have a very quick recharge time.
Especially with their Amulet of Talos. That makes things very quick.
That's good because it can miss really easily.
Okay. Let's see. This is why I have the cheese, by the way. Also level up. And let's use that now. I will choose stamina. And with that reset, that means Alduin 1 down. Now we're going to head back to High Hrothgar just to skip some dialogue. That I've hopefully skipped correctly. Oh, that's the wrong sprint. Okay. I have Dragon Red to Parthenax. Whoops. Okay. So what happened was we defeated Alduin, sort of.
Yes, but you're...
What happened was Alduin actually went to Sovngarde, which is in Aetherius, which is basically the afterlife for a lot of folks. And so we need to somehow get to Sovngarde too. Now, luckily for us, there is actually a way to get to Sovngarde, and that is through a place known as Skuldafn. How do we get to Skuldafn? Well, we need a dragon to take us there, and so we are going to basically trap a dragon in Dragon's Reach. Now, Jarl Ulfric is not too hot on the idea of trapping a dragon in Dragon's Reach while this whole Civil War thing is going on. And so he wants us to arrange a temporary truce before he will let us trap a dragon in Dragon's Reach.
Now what's this nonsense? I want to...
Well, Dragon's Reach was built originally to trap a big dragon.
It was literally built to trap a dragon. We're going to see what exactly that means later on.
In fact, that dragon skull is right above Jarl Balgruuf.
Yep.
So.
Still have the wrong thing equipped. Going to try to avoid Lydia, because as helpful as Lydia is when you're playing this game casually, in this game she slows you down with dialogue. All right. Oh, I need to head to the Greybeards first. Goodness. I have forgotten that before, even at 90%. If you forget to go to the Greybeards, it is very embarrassing. All right, Arngir, or yeah, not Arngir. Wake up.
Alduin? I feared as much. We are not warriors. You misunderstand, our... I see. Parthenax, even the great... We will see if they still remember us. When...
So now we have arranged to hold this peace council at High Hrothgar.
We're basically setting up a model UN club here.
Basically.
Yeah.
We're going to have a whole bunch of different factions. We got the Imperials, we got the Stormcloaks, we got the Thalmor. We've got other folks who are there. Basically the Jarl of Whiterun.
Yeah.
It's going to be there too.
By the wood of the Jarl. Smart.
This is very useful here too. There's the door. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually join one of the factions. What are all of you doing there?
Do you have some reason? Right.
And because we join the Imperials, then General Tullius is going to want to come to the Peace Council. And because General Tullius goes to the Peace Council, then
the Greybeards.
Jarl Ulfric is going to want to come to the Peace Council.
They are getting.
So that makes this nice and easy. You can try this try at home.
Yes, yes, fine. I'll come to this great.
Hey, watch it.
No, I need to go fast.
Crowds.
Okay, over here. There we go. Now, we actually haven't gone to Windhelm proper, like, ever. And so we need to take the long way in. Here we are. And so we're going to do that the same way we do with Solitude. Just by getting a guard to take us all the way to the palace.
Yeah, so like if you don't do the Peace Council, this basically involves multiple really elaborate fetch quests as well as several battles, which take really good quests,
really
but take a long time.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And we don't want to take a
It's
long
about
time.
time they turned it. I have the. I can't afford. Good. I doubt the Empire. Yes. I'll give.
All right. So Peace Council has been arranged. So we can head back to High Hrothgar, and a whole bunch of political stuff's going to happen.
If only there was something else that could entertain us while we during that boring.
Yeah, there might be a
conference.
little something else to entertain us. I'm going to come in through this door because I can actually catch people coming in sometimes. Nope, not this time. Now there is a bit of a dialogue skip that I can do. Okay, I think they should all be here. Yep. Okay. There they are. They weren't in the lobby, so I got spooked for a bit.
Oh, I should not have agreed to.
All right, so there is a minor dialogue skip I'm doing here.
Greybeards have no business involving us.
During the Peace Council, basically, both the sides, they talk about stuff, they bicker, they argue. And occasionally we have to dip in with our thoughts on the matter. One of those thoughts happens right at the beginning, and that's whether the Thalmor should be attending this Peace Council. The Nords do not want the Thalmor to attend because they see the Imperials as the Thalmor's puppets.
You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Peace? They're not.
And we're going to say the Thalmor are not
Take
welcome.
your seat at the
I'm
council
glad we
table.
agree on this.
Let us see
All right.
Very well.
So now they're going to argue about a whole bunch of stuff, like I said. So you know what? I really, really don't want to be this council, so let's head somewhere else instead. Let's head somewhere, not exactly a bit more tropical, but maybe to a volcanic island in, say, the province of Morrowind. Does that sound good to everyone?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So I want to say thank
right.
you all very much for donating to make this incentive. We absolutely crushed it. So while that Peace Council is going on, I'm going to do an 80% speedrun of Morrowind.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen.
Stand up. There you go.
Because 80% speedruns are pretty fast. That Peace Council takes a while.
What's your name?
Here we go.
Well, not even last night's storm could wait.
I would say when time starts, but of course time is already going. So
I'm sure.
I will get full character control and I close the dialogue box, and right off the bat we will have probably one of the hardest strats in Morrowind, and that is getting around this guard here. Saves about a second to a second and a half.
Wouldn't be able to resist.
And I did not get it. Unfortunate. We're going to head here and head off this boat. Skyrim may start with you kind of being executed and being captured. This one starts with you getting released from prison, interestingly enough. Now I'm going to choose Redguard as my race. Redguard gets an ability known as Adrenaline Rush, which allows us to go a lot faster when we cast that spell.
I'm sure you'll fit right in.
That's going to be very useful for a jump that's coming up a little bit. Now my commentary might be a bit hesitant because I actually do have to listen to the dialogue in Skyrim for some sound cues. There goes the council again. I'm going to be picking a pre-made class because this runs pretty short, so there's only a few things we have to worry about.
Who would like to open the negotiations?
There we go.
Yes.
Very good. The letter that
I'm going to be
preceded you
choosing
mentioned
Steam
you
as my
were
birth
born
sign
under a
because Steam makes us go
certain
faster.
And what would that
We actually
be?
don't have birth sign selection in Skyrim. They did away with it.
Interesting.
But this game in
Now,
Oblivion
before
still
I
had it.
stamp these papers, make sure this information is
Now we have a bit of an AI exploit. See, off to the side there is a platter, and if I was to pick up that platter, then that's stealing and that's bad, but I'm just going to drop it on the ground, and the guard's going to try and take it from me, but I don't have it because it's on the ground. And so I can just pick it up again and sell it for some gold in a little bit. Now in this barrel is a ring. We were supposed to give that ring to an NPC right outside, but we're not going to do that. We're going to sell it for some gold also. There's Adrenaline Rush.
Sure, Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Over here is a rill. We are going to sell the platter and the ring, buy some lockpicks, some scrolls of teleportation, and some unlocking scrolls. And now we're going to head outside of town. And we're going to head out for a little bit of an Easter egg. See, there is a mage named Tarheel who invented some scrolls that allow you to jump really, really far. Now, he doesn't quite know how to use them correctly, so he's going to fall to his death. But we do know how to use them correctly, and so we are going to use them to jump to the end of the game. Yeah.
Hear what you think Mark Arthur's
Okay, perfect timing there. Back to Skyrim.
The rift would help secure our communications
Okay.
with Cyrodiil and threatened Ulfric's southern flank.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius.
Now this jump might fail. Hopefully it doesn't.
You disappoint me, Dragon.
If it does, I have a safety save.
Accepted your invitation on trust in your good name, but it seems you
Oh,
intend a favor.
okay.
I can see now that this is not a
let's see.
negotiation at all.
Let's just pretend I made it up there.
I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth,
First try.
First try.
Okay.
you'll never defeat the Empire.
Now the reason why I did that is because
You're willing to sacrifice
let's see.
thousands.
So that's why sometimes that auto run gets disabled.
Soon enough, I'll have you. This time, there won't be any dragons.
Okay. So I got the dagger keening, and I'm going to swap my mouse back and forth really, really quickly. And if I do that, then if you look at the top left corner, you'll see that this is permanently adding to my stats. There we go. Now, that dagger keening I picked up, that is one of 2 items we need to beat the game. And the second item we need is in here. Oops, I'm going to void out.
He is with me, and I advise you both to listen to what he has.
Yeah, when you have 5,000 speed, physics gets a bit wonky. Come on, game.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons mean?
Okay.
Alduin has returned.
Oops. There we go. This piece of council is really long, by the way, so I can mess up some things during this run. But that one, jumping to the end of the game, that one can get messed up. So, just for safety, I didn't do it. Alright. So now we are going to teleport out of here. That was the second time we need to beat the game, by the way.
I don't know about the end of the world.
And now we're going to head to the end of the run. We got the 2 items we need to beat the game, and so I just head straight to the final boss.
We both gain. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
So in here's the final boss. Just hit that heart once under 5 times.
What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so naive?
I had 5,000 speed. Alright, that's Morrowind. Thank you all so much for donating to help support the P funds.
Wow.
You have achieved
support
your
that run.
destiny. You are free. The doom do.
Alright.
So, Dragonborn.
Perfect timing.
What do you say? Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the
So, Dragonborn, what do you say? I'm sorry, I was thinking about something completely different.
We were on vacation. So yes, that is actually the end of the Peace Council. We negotiated a few things. It's impossible to fail this Peace Council even if playing casually. The game railroads you towards a choice that works. But of course, some choices are faster than others, and we picked the fast ones.
Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Stormcloaks.
So we do have a bit more dialogue in the Peace Council, even though we've negotiated stuff. Everyone's just giving epic speeches. So, Cool Cat, if you got anything else you want to say.
You both agree to this?
Yeah, I don't have any new donations, but I'll again remind everyone that this is Midwest Speedfest. We're here supporting the P-Fund Foundation's Transcend campaign. The 2024 Transcend campaign is an immediate response to urgent needs facing trans and gender-expansive people living in or coming to the Upper Midwest 5-state region of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, and South Dakota. And again, big shout-out to VGM Con for letting us be here to do this another year. Again, we have raised $2,300 of our $5,000 goal on just day one, and we're looking to raise. I'm hoping that we can get to $2,500 by the time we're end of the run. I would hope that would be. I'm going to put that goal out there for people if we can do that. That would be great. So, Chad, if you want to help me relive that dream, you may do so by going to donate.Midwest Speedfest on the website, or if you're in the Twitch chat, you may use command donate, and that will just bring it up for you. Thank you.
Thank you all so much. So we entered the Peace Council, and a truce has been negotiated, so now we can trap a dragon in Dragon's Reach. Now, we do have to actually get a dragon to Dragon's Reach, and that is where Esbern ended up coming in handy, because Esbern happened to find the name of a dragon, and so all we have to do, Stay away from Lydia there. All I have to do is call out that dragon's name like a dragon shot, and that dragon will come to us. We can trap it, and then that dragon will take us to Skoldafen.
My men know what to do. Make sure you do
You know exactly what the hurry is.
your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
Oh, I mean!
So we have a nice epic cutscene out here. Other things going to come along, take out that guard there. Maybe his guard might do a little Scooby-Doo thing and just kind of sit there suspended midair. It's hilarious when that happens. Okay, excellent. Sometimes Odoving can get a bit distracted. But if I'm here, then typically he follows me in. So we're just going to head in here. This is the room that was designed to trap a dragon, by the way. You can see it's nice and big. Going to head in here. Just going to run away while everyone else does all the work. And there he is. He's trapped. Thank you, everyone else. So basically, we're just going to recruit Odoving to take us to Skoldafen. Just a whole bunch of dialogue while we do that.
Do you mind if I just do another donation real quick?
Go ahead.
Anonymous with a $50 donation. Nothing else, no comment, no nothing. So, thank you.
So I do have a bit of a cutscene skip here. I hope I'll be able to get. Come on, Odoving. Basically, we just go somewhere else. Let's go to Dragon's Reach. That'll work. And we got the cutscene skip. Excellent. That would be a very long, epic cutscene of like the dragon flying along. Got a quick save here. This is another kind of difficult part of the run. Because there's a dragon that likes to breathe a whole bunch of fire on us while I'm trying to do some platforming here. Let's come up here. Oops. And Skyrim jumping is kind of finicky. Okay.
Don't have a horse to help us this time.
Nope, no horses this time.
Unfortunately. Horse could make quick work of this.
Yeah.
But
horse would be great right about now, but
sadly we are in what is functionally more or less a dungeon.
Yep. This is kind of like a separate area. It's not quite on the world map. Come on, game. There we go. You might hear me frantically hitting the jump key. If my headset can pick that up. That dragon's still there. Still breathing fire. And I cannot see where I'm going because fire hurts. Come on. There we go. Okay. Not out of the woods yet, though. Game? Game? Okay. Let's see, what do I have? Got... Let's see. There's one thing I can do. Okay, so that's why I quick save, because that happens. That's fun. Okay, let's see. Seem to be getting up here faster. Okay. The dragon just will not stop.
You got this.
Yeah. Very incessant. Come on, game. You can do it. There we go.
There we go.
quickly that time. All right. Game, I would like to jump, please. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, we are pretty much out of the woods right now. So, now we just have to head to Sovngarde. No, I did actually, okay, did not have a level up. That's fine. Got this, and we are in Sovngarde. Now, Sovngarde is the main reason why I saved up all this wine, because we cannot wait in Sovngarde at all. And so our strat there doesn't work. So we're just going to use all of the wine we got to recover our stamina while we are in Sovngarde. So I'm going to... That's not the favorite button. This is the favorite button.
Do you mind if I read one donation?
Go ahead.
All right. From Reggie Feathers with a $25 donation. They say, "Go musical Daredevil. Scroll those elders."
Thank you so much, Reggie Feathers.
So yeah, this is, as mentioned before, this is basically the Nordic afterlife.
Yep.
It's more or less like an analogous to Valhalla, because there's a big old mead hall where the worthy can feast.
Going to quick save here and then equip that. Actually, not equip that. Let's equip. Yeah, that work. I'm just going to cast you on fire a bit. All right, got the Tsuna. Excellent.
That guy was just there to make sure that we were worthy to enter.
I guess we were worthy.
Yeah, even though we're not dead and we're not Nords.
Yep. That's the only check. You just have to defeat Soon, and you are welcome in the mead hall. So now here in the mead hall, we are actually going to meet the 3 people that we saw in the cutscene, the 3 heroes. Because they all died, and this is Northern Afterlife. I'm going to do some entering and exiting of doors here once again. Just doing a quick time check there. And that's going to speed this cutscene along. Things are supposed to be big and epic, but we're just skipping all the epic stuff.
Just doors.
Just doors.
I kind of feel that you're at a party with some like the greatest legends of history and just
and
doors.
Just entering and exiting doors.
You got Iskramor, who's
Just
like
doors.
the founder of the Nordic people.
Yeah, he's in there too.
You got Olaf One-Eye, who may or may not have been an evil dragon, depending on who you believe.
I didn't notice any dragons in there, so who knows?
Who knows, yeah.
The eyes of shore upon you.
So the lore in this can be very weird sometimes.
Feed Alduin.
We cannot fight the foe.
Clear sky!
There's a big sequence here where me and the heroes all unite and we do the clear skies shot that we learned to get to Parthenax. It's basically just a whole bunch of waiting. This is probably going to be the final break of the run, so Cool Cat, if you got anything else you want to plug?
I don't have any more donations, but our final call to action, please. We are $116 away from getting halfway of our weekend goal. So, if you have not yet donated, please do so. ! Donate in the chat. Again, this is for P-Fund, help with the Transcend campaign to help those facing trans and gender, helping trans and gender people as well. Thank you.
Trans rights.
Trans rights.
His strength is
Alright, quick save here. And this is the final battle with Alduin, here in Sovngarde. And I got stumbled, so I couldn't cast Dragon Run down in here. This is another difficult part of the run. There he goes. That. Shout. Come on. Game. Shout, please. Okay. Like I said, the game sometimes does that, where it just, you can't shout for a while, for no reason. Now the one's attacking us instead of the heroes. That's no good, because I am under level, as you might imagine. Time is coming up as soon as I defeat Alduin, by the way. And time.
GG.
So yeah, definitely not my finest run. Lots of bad RNG, lots of mistakes on my part. But I appear to be underestimate if we don't include the cutscene shenanigans at the beginning. So thank you all so much for donating to P Fund, support trans rights and LGBTQ+ scholarship funds. Thank you all so much for meeting that incentive. It was so much fun to play more while I was playing this game. I'm Musical Daredevil. You can catch me at twitch.tv/musicaldaredevil. You can also catch me at twitch.tv/WMGSO. I also run the WMGSO Twitch channel, especially Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Central Time, where I will be performing upstairs on the boss stage here at VGM Con, doing tenor, bass, and baritone vocals for you all, plus some violin as well. So make sure you check out that performance, Sunday at 11. And then I do want to give some shout-outs especially to the Elder Scrolls community. Shout out to Lithium, who's doing commentary for the Japanese restream, as well as to Jackson Nuclear. I know I probably embarrassed you a whole bunch, even though you've been giving me a whole bunch of coaching today, but, you know, marathons go as they do. As well as also to Kronos in the Elder Scrolls community and everyone else over there. Marlon, you got any other words?
Yeah, this was a really cool. Actually, not a really cool run. It was 2 really cool runs.
Yeah.
Plus a couple cutscenes at the beginning, but yeah.
All right. So that is going to do it for us. Thank you all very much. Now I'm going to hand it over to Cool Cat to take us to our next run, done by fellow Virtual Video Game Orchestra member Andrew the Bassoonist. So get hyped for that and for Music Block here at Midwest Speedfest.